bit.
I've got to get right in there. To
Yeah, get right in there,
maximum
yeah.
like
Yeah,
hoppage.
yeah.
It's literally full as well, so why don't you just empty?
like, oh yes, can I please have a glass of Coke? It is honestly. I went to Snowdon, and that happened to me. Well, not me personally, but like,
It's a bit different from
So fucking. You can't say a sentence about lying, I swear to God.
Oh my god, guys, dream face reveal.
things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like making fun of religion, but I do laugh at these things.
You're making fun of religion.
And by the hands of my brother, I praise you are healed.
Yeah, a bit of that. You click your fingers to it. Yeah, fucking good, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, when you really go
oh,
for
yeah.
it.
It's a
Just
fucking.
after your morning newspaper and afternoon wank. You go out and you listen to much like the inspiring lessons of the leaders and martyrs before us. In the words of the late great Martin Luther King Jr., thunder, 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 lightning, thunder, thunder, thunder.
Hello and welcome to Album Review. It's been a while. It's been about a month, and the videos will be back. We lost footage on one, so we need to do a little video.
I mean, what is footage on the one that we couldn't lose footage on?
Literally,
because we had no backup.
Yeah. Has
Joe's camera just broken?
Yeah.
This is going to be great. Just wait for it. Just wait for it.
Wait for everyone's faces to misalign.
I'm going to get back on Twitch just to see this glorious moment.
Joe,
how does he do it?
How is he?
What happened?
Everything's just broken.
So how did we lose the footage? Was it because you didn't save it quick enough? And it
I thought I did save it, but
he saves all of them in bulk.
Yeah, but apparently, I can't find it anywhere, so it's fucked. So I'm just being Aidan. We're just going to do a video memeing it.
As we said, it was also the same one that obviously Joe randomly and deliberately accidentally stopped his Audacity. So
literally, as if his fucking face is frozen.
Because he just can't stop clicking, so he clicked too hard. Oh, there he is!
Oh my god, it didn't break like I thought it would.
It didn't
why
disconnect.
Why does this always happen when I'm doing
What happened on your perspective, Joe?
Well, my internet cut out.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Funny enough, your video just didn't disconnect. Which...
Did it crash like last time?
Well, no, you just froze still until you came back, so it didn't like misalign any of the boxes or anything.
Ah, nice.
You know, a bit like in Rocket League when your boxes get misaligned.
I'm just a professional like that.
I don't even feel like I play worse when they're misaligned. I just feel like it's something that they need to let me know.
Just to let you know, your connection's shit. Yeah, what's that? So, Imagine Dragons Evolve.
Why is it so awkward?
To be honest,
what's going on?
I was disappointed that we left. We left it 4 weeks. So I went on holiday to Spain.
Did
very nice, and I was hoping to show off my tan, but it's gone. And I was pretty sad.
You're pretty naturally tanned anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not the whitest of men.
The whitest of men.
I'm sat right here, lad. Come on.
Look at Aidan looking like fucking Casper in the corner.
Hold on.
This camera,
I'll have you know, I'm not the whitest man.
The whitest man alive. Fuck. It's been so long that I don't even know how to do this anymore. So the album, I thought it was good, not amazing, but good.
I want to hear more about this trip to Spain. To be honest, like.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you want to tell us more about Spain?
You can ask, I didn't listen to Imagine Dragons while I was there. That was a con of the holiday.
No, why was that a con? To me, that sounds like a pro.
But there was a band there, keep it music based, I guess.
Sure.
That they came on, they played all the hits,
like
you know.
Yep.
like the
Well,
Bee
all
Gees,
the hits.
Mambo number 3.
like all the old hits. But
Mambo number 4.
They like
Mambo number 5.
Moana.
All the
Moana.
Mambos.
All the hits, Moana.
The whole movie Moana.
They just reenacted the
That
whole
was
movie.
nuts.
They just put it on a screen and left.
Joe got 10 minutes in and he said, "I see what's happening here."
For fuck's
Right.
sake.
So there's this band, and they were playing all the old school hits, right? A lot of
Like
Jimi
what?
Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah.
bit of AC/DC in there as well. But they just like intertwined it, and then they did their own version of the 4-chord song, which
Okay.
was not as good as Axis of Awesome. But at first I was like, this band's all right, and then after a while I realised that the cowbell that they decided to introduce into every song and play throughout the whole 3 minutes of every song was getting slightly irritating. And then I was just like, I really wish they'd stop playing this cowbell. And I thought, oh, okay, he's letting the drum guy have a solo. And they all left the stage. The drum guy was soloing. And then the guy fucking pulls out a bongo and like grabs one of the like mics from the drum kit and just starts bashing the bongo as hard as he could. This drummer's doing like, the movie Whiplash. He was doing the thing from Whiplash. He was going mad. I was like, this is sick. And then he just creeps around with a bongo and steals one of the mics and just starts bashing it.
I'm going to be the one to say it. Bongos are fucking amazing. I love a bongo. Dude, I love the sound of a bongo.
All right, sorry, no, I'm going to be the one to say this. Bongos are shit.
You're shit.
What the fuck
Bongos
are
are
you on
amazing.
about?
Bongos sound amazing.
They have one sound.
They have the different parts of the drums.
Sorry, they're like two sounds.
I love it. I love bongos.
I'm thinking
mixed in with like a real drum kit did not sound good. But I respected it. It was, I've never seen that done before. It was unique. They found their own thing. 10 out of 10, in all honesty.
A bongo's cheaper than like a normal drum kit.
Hey?
Is this really what you came out of this thinking? Is a bongo cheaper than a normal drum kit?
Bongos, 2 drums, just...
Yeah, but I don't know, like, they're really high class bongos.
Oh my god, it wasn't a bongo. A bongo's 2 drums like that.
Yeah, they're normally 2, one big one, one
no,
small.
they're not.
That's what we had. I was thinking of the one big drum.
Yeah, that's still a bongo.
And you put it in between your legs.
That's a djembe.
It was a djembe. That's what it was.
Bongos is 2.
It was a
Bongos
jumbo.
is 2.
I thought they were always just bongos.
It was a jumbo.
It was a jumbo. No, it was a djembe. He pulled out the fucking djembe in the middle of this guy's drum solo.
I'll be honest, I could be talking absolute out of my arse here, but I'm pretty sure bongos have to be 2 little ones, or like 3.
Single bongo.
Looking up the price now.
Single bongo.
How much is a single bongo?
Yeah, Doombeck.
It's a
djembe.
Oh no, djembe, sorry.
He's a
If
genius.
you type in
Never
single
fails.
bongo, it comes up djembe.
Album reviews back, baby. Googling how the
We're
Just
out
for
here
reference,
fact
you can get
checking.
one for £90 on Amazon. So yes, definitely cheaper than a drum kit. What's the cheapest drum kit on Amazon?
Just going to interrupt you here, Denver. The
Wilsonator
Wilsonator has commented, a first-time chat. Love these reviews. Any chance you could review any by Oasis or Def Havana?
We actually
done Def Havana
we did Def Havana. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
I would be so excited to do an Oasis album.
Really.
As a huge Oasis fan.
We've not done Oasis, but we did we upload Def Havana? I think it's on YouTube.
I can't remember if we did or if it was before we started uploading.
Started uploading them. Yeah.
I don't. Maybe it is on there.
I'll have a look. So if you want to go watch it, you can. But we might
do a new one anyway. They've just done a new album this year, so. It's funny that it's Wilsonator. Wasn't that your old name on something, Denver? I feel like you were the Wilsonator on something.
That's from. It was on fucking Yogscast, wasn't it? There was a Wilsonator.
Rooster Teeth Gaming.
But thank you for the nice message. Anyway,
we did Def Havana before we started uploading, which is a shame because it was probably their best album that we did.
Trying to look through the spreadsheet.
Weren't you literally playing Def Havana before we?
I literally was.
Yeah.
Ironically, I was playing some on guitar.
How would you summarise your holiday then, Joe?
Sunny.
Spanish.
A lot of Spanish people there, which I didn't expect.
What in a Spanish country.
I thought I'm going to an
Spanish
English
town.
hotel. Why is there
Town.
Spanish people here in Spain?
Why are the Spanish in Spain?
Why Spanish in Spain?
But I realised that I went in thinking before last time I went to Spain, I was like, I know a bit of Spanish. I learned a bit. I went on that Duolingo.
Duolingo.
and I realised that I didn't know as much this time. And you do that awkward thing. I don't know if you guys find this, which I think I kind of picked up from my parents. Is like you speak to a foreign person, but you speak English, but then try and mimic it in a foreign accent. So you're like, oh yes, can I please have a glass of Coke?
You're so terrible.
Why? You do the opposite where you then say their language, but in a strictly English accent.
Yeah. Or you try and like...
Bene.
You are like a car banana.
Or you try and like you simplify it, don't you? Like I remember going up to like, and you do these actions that make you look really rude, but like you just do it in like as instinct.
Have a glass of Coke.
Have a glass of Coke,
please.
You go to him and you're like, one ice cube.
Fucking idiot! One!
You should just turn up with pictures on your phone and go, what are these?
One ice cube!
Just one.
He gives you a glass with 2 ice cubes. You're like, this is shit!
You take it back and ask them to take one out.
One ice cube!
Just the one. Fucking hell.
Couldn't fuck. I'm so excited to go to Korea next year.
How would you rate Mallorca out of 10, Joe?
It was a good. I'd say a good 8 out of 10. Location could have been better. It was a bit away from everything else, but other than that, it was quite nice.
I also went away to the Lake District, and I would rate it a.
Fuck, no one asked me. Well, talking about Imagine Dragons.
A 9 out of 10. The only one that was missing was the weather, but everything else pretty cool.
That's good. Nice walks.
Nice walks.
You didn't
nice
get lost.
Hills.
I hear a lot of people go to the things like that and go to the hills, and then it comes in dark and they get lost and they have to get a helicopter to come find them. That didn't happen to you. It is. Honestly, I went to Snowdon and that happened to me. Well, not me personally, but like...
So fucking... You can't say a sentence about lying, I swear to God. This happened to me, but it didn't happen to me.
Oh my God.
It's so fucking terrible, honestly.
God. Denver can relate, to be fair. Like, obviously, being relatively near the Lake District, the amount of times people have wandered onto his driveway confused as to where they are.
I'm always having to call.
And save them.
I'm always having to call for helicopters for people.
It's dark, I don't know where I am.
Help! He's yelling on a street. Where am I?
Sir, help! Denver gets loads of people knocking on his door, wondering where they are.
Like, do you need help? And I'm like, one ice cube! Please!
Fucking hell.
Hey.
Fucking hell.
Sake.
Oh God, we're like 10 minutes in. We're not even talking about Imagine Dragons.
Shit, sorry.
So what did you think to the album, William?
Fuck yeah, it's good. It's not amazing. I found it's weird when we've obviously listened to it for like fucking 4 weeks, so it kind of just, not saying that I just constantly listen to it those 4 weeks. I did definitely stop because I feel like you just fucking get listen to it way too much.
To listen to anything else.
You just solely listen to that for 4 weeks.
He would. That was the guy that would.
Definitely.
Then was like, I can't listen to anything else.
When we first started Album Review, before we ever recorded them or anything, and we did used to do an album like every 2-3 days, that was the case. I would literally just listen to that album for those 2-3 days.
How the fuck did we keep up with that? Honestly,
it was a simpler time, you know. Like,
and the reviews only took like half an hour.
Yeah. We just raced through them. We didn't even really speak. We just sort of listed our top 3 and just fucked off kind of thing.
Yeah.
We weren't making content, so we didn't have to like.
You don't have to be funny.
No.
Right.
To make jokes.
You guys carry on talking. I'm gonna have to go. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right. Yeah, no worries, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
All right, so Joe, what's your review?
Joe!
Joe!
Joe! Joe! One!
Joe won't care what I think anyway. I thought the production was great. He'd probably just be on his fucking phone.
He wouldn't even listen, would he? Let's be
Literally,
honest.
he'd be on his fucking phone. Fuck, he's after me as well, so this could be interesting.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You take
is he?
anyway.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
It's fine. Go ahead.
I thought the production was very good, as it would be.
I would agree, yeah.
Everything's very clear, sounds nice. No matter what speaker you're listening to it on. I thought,
Maybe if it's even in a car.
Maybe.
It sounds the same in a car.
Oh, thank you.
Right, good.
The vocals, he's obviously got an insanely good voice. Very raspy, but also can go to different levels very easily. And this album does a good job of showing that, I think, because there's a lot of variety. I think the lyrics are really strange and quite hard to get a grasp on. I don't know if anyone else thought that. I didn't really know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. I didn't know what he's talking about half the time.
Denver, I'd like to revoke something, please. As in, I'd like to invoke, rather. I'd like you to go find me the rating that he gave to Biffy Clyro.
Yeah, but if you listen to that, I say that I don't know what he's talking about.
As the leading band, it doesn't. The most recent one, as the leading band of absolutely talking about nothing for the entirety of it.
Yeah, and I say in that review that I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Good. So what I'm just saying is, no matter what happens here, it cannot even be close to the Biffy Clyro score.
It won't be.
Good. Good. Right, just checking.
Because Biffy Clyro is a 9.5, so...
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't understand what's happening, and it's a 9.5. To be fair...
Yeah, but a lot of songs are like that.
It's about feel.
Yeah, it is about feel. Remember the Kaleo album?
Yeah.
I think sometimes lyrics can hook you in and make you feel more about the song. But sometimes if the song's just a vibe generally, they can literally be saying anything.
Literally saying the same words over and over again.
Honestly, Denver, I agree. That's one of the first times I've agreed with you in a long time. But yeah.
And I think Imagine Dragons work with that Biffy thing of it not having to make sense because their songs are big and they're very similar they're not similar sounding, but both their music's very big and while also still not really being about anything, as far as I know, unless I'm just stupid. I ain't got a fucking clue what they're talking about half the time.
Well, clearly the song Thunder is about
Thunder.
I don't know, it might not be.
Or even if you can get little sentiments of what they're talking about, the rest of the song makes no fucking sense to what they're actually talking about. So again, maybe it's just me. I think
I think they're going for the vibe thing, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
And the fact that how long have they been around? A long time.
Yes.
And I would say the majority of their songs are very, very similar in terms of structure and stuff like that. They have the odd outliers, the gems and stuff like that. You Radioactive, you got Demons and
I didn't realize how big they were though.
They're massive, yeah.
They're the 13th biggest
They're
band
bigger.
on Spotify.
They're bigger than Lizzo at Banquet Night, lad.
That must be one of the biggest bands we've done on Album Review, in terms of Spotify popularity.
Well, a lot of artists. A lot of artists stick to fucking America and UK. Imagine Dragons are very worldwide. I don't know if it's because of what the style of stuff they make, but they're quite they're big in every country. Well, I don't know.
Their first album was 2020. Fuck me, 2012.
Which isn't even that long ago, really.
No, but it feels like they've been around forever.
Which is credit to
and
them.
That had Radioactive on it.
Yeah, that does amazing.
Is it like a Mandela effect or whatever? Where
I love the Mandela effect.
You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I do. Sketches were spelled differently.
Wow! Oh my god! Joe Midwood has seen a TikTok.
There we go.
I was the one who started the Mandela effect. Well, no, I didn't start the Mandela
Fuck me! You're lying again! You're lying again! I started the Mandela effect.
I brought this up 3 years ago, and you were all like, "What are you talking about, lad?"
No, we weren't.
Now it's the topic of
Well,
conversation.
I'm pretty sure everybody were like, "Oh yeah, we've heard of that," and then Joe's like, "You've not? Let me tell you about it."
After listening to it on that shit YouTube channel that ruins every movie.
Oh, God.
What are they called?
Good times. Fuck. What are they called? Artists React or whatever. VFX Artists React.
I don't think they're a shit
Isn't it a bit
channel. I
like-
just hate the principle of the breaking down every
React.
fucking thing.
It's a good principle. You just don't. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
Yeah, but imagine enjoying something and watch a video on how to not enjoy something. It's just
No, that's
fucking
not the
why?
case.
No,
They're just-
because-
they're
Oh,
just
it
going-
annoys me.
they're just
It
going,
annoys
this
me.
is what they did with this CG, or this is what they could have done better.
No, they just
I
go,
think that
this
just
is
means
shit
you like
CGI.
a bad movie.
It doesn't mean that at all. It's just like, why do you have to pick apart every single thing? It's not that
Why
deep.
did you watch it?
They're only talking
I
about
don't watch
CGI.
it. I get
It's
forced
their
to.
job. They get paid to
Oh.
make VFX.
I get why they do it. I don't get why people watch it because it just ruins everything for me.
This is such
Yeah,
a.
but
I don't
you're
know.
picking
Very
out
controversial.
if they say something's bad. Sometimes they say something's really good. So if you really like that, and then you hear more people say good things about that, you're like, I knew there was a reason I love this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when
Well,
they pick
it's-
apart
well, it's both
shit,
ways.
no, I don't care. I don't like
only
it.
like
No,
any-
no. See, I'm
it's
not
only
like
like
that.
any
If
video
someone
essay
else likes
thing.
it, I don't like it anymore.
Especially if
But-
it's me that likes it, or
Yeah.
well-
if Joe shows me anything, I hate it. Not
Mm.
because it's bad, but because Joe showed me it.
There must be a video out there which is like why Dead Space 2 is a masterpiece.
There will be. Because
Dead
there are people that are wrong in the
Space
world.
2
Yeah,
essay.
there's a lot of fucking weird people out there that actually think that game's good.
In 1945, there was a lad that was pretty wacky.
Literally.
Dead Space 2, literally made 3 weeks ago. Dead Space 2, the unquestionable masterpiece from 2011.
Wow.
Literally a video made 3 weeks ago.
Is it actually a video essay, or is it just a guy playing it?
It's 22 minutes long.
So it's just a gameplay thing. So
Yeah,
just
it's just
no,
a clickbait.
No,
Well,
he's
So
I
it's
don't
just
get
talking.
that. Just from-
It's a clickbait title.
It's not. He's talking.
As in like, but I bet he's not going through like an actual analysis of the game.
No,
I
it's like a.
And I bet
If
he
you-
says it's not
no,
even
no,
that
no.
good.
If you want to watch an actual like case study of a game, watch the ones about Spec Ops: Align and
Just,
like the,
just watch The
what it's all-
Escapist.
or just apparently watch The Escapist.
0 punctuation.
I do love zero punctuation. I actually made zero punctuation and the Mandela effect.
I am Imagine Dragons, but I'm not. And
Aren't you?
no, I lied.
Just
What?
imagine that.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I'm inspired by my friends to lie all the time.
Bangs it from the halfway line, but just imagine though.
Just imagine though.
Honestly, if you were
Imagine-
stuck in the desert for years and you needed a way out, and the only way out was horses, well, you could imagine wagons.
Such a fucking dad joke.
Did you come up with that on the spot, or was that?
I
one
did,
that
Joe. Did you like that?
I liked it. Yeah, that's good.
I'm trying to think of how to get flagons in, but I can't remember what flagons are.
Aren't they a cup?
I thought they were like tankards, yeah, but
Aidan, I don't know if
The,
you, don't know if you're trying to get the toast in the thing, but you can't because of your template.
oh fuck, hold up.
Move it to the right.
The Escapist did do a Dead Space 2 video 11 years ago.
Did he? When it first came out.
Oh my god, guys, dream face reveal.
Sake. Okay, I just snorted again. What is this? I noticed it that time. Why am I snorting after laughing? Fuck's sake.
No, it's happening.
You did it once, like 2 days ago.
And now I can't stop doing it.
It's great. I love it.
What was I saying? Yeah, Imagine Dragons obviously have a sound like that they're very much stuck to for the whole time.
Deaf people be like, huh?
Fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's and it works for them. That it's very like original. It's like I don't feel like anyone does kind of what they do as well as they do, at least. They're obviously, but it's still somehow very popular, even though it's quite different to what anyone else makes at the minute. And they do fucking loads of soundtracks for people now, don't they? Like they've fucking done like films and games and all sorts. which works because all their songs are big.
I think you mean every advert that's come out in the last.
Yeah, that as well.
It's a bit like Kaleo had that same thing, didn't they?
Oh, they did. It's kind of. Do you not remember that it was in the fucking Wildlands trailer, Joe? Do you remember that? Good times.
Oh yes, that was a good
was?
They're in every trailer. You just have like some broody guy looking up and it's raining and he's like, "I have to find my father," and it's like,
when you say they've done like soundtracks for video games, I've just looked at what video games they're in, and it's just FIFA, NBA, Rock Band.
Did you lie?
Beat
Well,
Saber.
that's not lying.
That's quite a lot.
No, those are in game.
But they're just fucking in-game things.
Yeah, but I thought they did the League of
Hang
Legends
on, that's
thing.
exactly what he said, Joe.
That is exactly what I said.
Yeah, no, but they're not like soundtracks for the. You know what I mean? They're not like. I thought you meant like they did like soundtracks for the game, like when you're playing like straight
Lord of the Rings game,
and there's just
Shadow of Mordor.
imagine that going in the background. I thought you meant that, like when you said they've done soundtracks for games. I thought you meant they specifically.
No, not
went
actually.
in a
No,
soundtrack
I don't
for
mean
a
like
game.
that.
Not like,
Fucking hell.
oh, you can play it on Guitar Hero like fucking 1,000 other bands.
No, I'm talking like they did like
Hero.
Suicide Squad. They did the song for that. They did the League of Legends song in that new series that they've done. Is that what it's? I don't know if it was League of Legends. It was something like that. You know what I mean? They're just, and obviously they do adverts. They're in loads. They've done a lot.
Sorry,
for
hold on.
things.
Will was right. They are in Battlefield Hardline.
Oh,
I don't think I said that, but I am right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, when does that play in Battlefield Hardline? Is that in the trailer though?
I think it's probably the bit where they swing around on the cables. Spoilers, that happens. For some reason, you're in a helicopter and it starts falling, and they're
actually not
going.
listed, but apparently they did the trailer for Black Flag. Best Assassin's Creed ever.
True, big up.
Yeah. So the sound is very unique, and I like it. It works a lot. I feel like if you listen to a lot of their albums, though, it's hard to it would be difficult to say what songs from what fucking album because of the same sound. I don't know. I saw like this TikTok the other day of like this girl, like every Imagine Dragons fan will just listen to this, and she just makes a song that would be exactly like what they would make, and it's like every Imagine Dragons fan would just fucking cream. And it's like, yeah, I can kind of get that because
there are a few bands that you could do that with.
Yeah,
1975 or a big
I was going to say
Yeah,
I've seen a few.
definitely.
they're huge for that kind of shit.
Yeah. But I like it.
I love memes like that, you know. Like, so what was the one that I sent you guys ages ago? It was about Stranger Things, wasn't it? And it was like Stranger Things fans when the flibbity flobbity gets destroyed by 11 shouting at it again, or some shit like that. And I was just like, yeah, I mean, it sounds about right. I've not watched it, so I could be wrong.
No, you're not wrong. She kind of just screams and looks at something and does this.
That's all women, to be fair.
Agreed. Everything in that.
you haven't taken the rubbish out. Shit. Yes, I suppose you're right, love.
I think their songs are very big and atmospheric, and are kind of, while the lyrics again are difficult to understand, I feel like the feel from the songs is very much in the music, like shown very well. All supposed to be very dramatic, and hence why it's in fucking trailers and shit. But it's good. I like it. Literally, there's only 2 songs on the album that I didn't like, but the songs I didn't like, I really didn't like. I just thought they were shit, and that was the worst for me. Was Dancing in the Dark. It's such a terrible end to the album.
Bad.
It's so bad. Like, why did they end on that?
Unbelievably bad.
And like, the whole song is just awful, and the effect he uses on his voice is horrendous. And the song before it's so good. Like, why didn't they just end it on that?
I don't get why that song was even in the album. It was just so different for everything.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
I don't
it was
get
like
it.
They went for an outro feel by just making something horrendous.
Yeah, we'll make you want this album to end.
Because it's always like, you always remember the album. When you listen to something in order like that, you always remember it by the last song, right? Because the last song, because you, especially on your last listen, it kind of leaves you with that tainted flavour in the back of your mouth, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
You're just like,
tainted flavour.
It's like drinking orange juice after toothpaste. You're like, ugh. what was that? I don't want to brush my teeth again. And
Why
now
were you
I've
drinking toothpaste?
and now I've never brushed my teeth.
Well, that's it. When an album has a great ending as well, it makes you want to listen to the album again. When it doesn't, it's kind of like, ugh, that's enough. But, and the other song I thought was terrible was Yesterday. I don't like that at all. I thought it was a bit shit.
I couldn't decide if I loved or hated that one. One second I listened to it and think it was like the best song on the album, and then
it's because it's so different from all the other stuff, and you just like is the reason it's different make it good?
No, it's just shit.
Or is it just shit? And I think I decided it was just shit.
It is shit. Again, the way he kind of sings that is just weird. Don't like it. Other than that, all the other songs I just thought were like either solid or actually great. So, but those 6 songs really let it down. Third for me was Next to Me. I think it's such a fucking awesome start to the album, and the vocals in it are some of the best in the entire album. And the contrast between the two singers, I don't know who that woman singer is, but she's fucking awesome. And it worked really well to bring you into the album.
I just hope for a more energy for the first song. You know?
Energy crew. I'd say it's a very steady start, isn't it? It's sort of, it doesn't ever like hype you up for the album, but equally you just kind of like, oh, okay.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
It was one of the most standout on the album. I dare to say that I'd put it in my top 3.
Spoilers.
This is the thing. I kind of, when I was rating my top 3, I wanted to. I couldn't pick like the obvious ones because I felt like I just listened to them so many fucking times.
Because I'm just too good for that kind of shit.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm
Will Digby, and I'm the best album reviewer that's ever lived, so I don't pick songs that everyone knows. Because
no, I just thought I'd listened to them too many fucking times.
You know, everyone's
going to pick these, so I'm going to pick something different.
I'm different.
I don't mean like. I just mean you've listened to them so many times that they kind of just get a bit too much, so they didn't stand out to me at all. Whereas I think if I'd gone into this without knowing them, maybe they would have been up there. I don't know. So I just warning you for that. Second to me was Walking the Wire. Again, amazing vocals, super dramatic, and just sounds fantastic throughout. But first for me was Start Over. I think the whole song is so like vibing, like one of the only ones on the album that people could actually dance to, and just it sounds very exotic as well. I don't know what the instrument is.
It's definitely the most poppy.
It is. I fucking love it. The drum beat in the background fits like super sound throughout all of it. Works.
Is it a flute?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Like a little flute.
It's actually a djembe.
A djembe. There's more than 2 sounds on a djembe.
They just pick it up.
Literally. And I think, like I say about the drums, I think that's one of my favourite things about Imagine Dragons is that the drumming is always so solid. Even though it might be simple, they actually...
Yeah, but it's always very
present
catchy.
in the music.
It's never just like just a drum beat. He's always doing something interesting, you know, different.
Yeah, it very much sets the tone to all their songs. I feel like a lot of bands and that kind of just have the drum in the background as filler. I don't know, like it's never the centerpiece. Whereas I feel like all their songs and the way he sings to it is always based on the drum beat. I could be wrong, but to me that's always kind of the setup to their song is how you know what it's going to be like.
Sure.
But as a whole, I really enjoyed it. And I've listened to
it's an album.
As an album. I enjoyed it a lot. Let down by only 2 songs. Didn't really know what he's talking about, but his vocals are amazing, and it made me want to listen to a lot more of their stuff because I've never, until listening to picking this, I never really listened to him that much other than the obvious songs, and this surprised me. I liked it a lot. So there you
go. Thanks, Will.
Thank
Joe.
You. Oh, is it me already?
Unfortunately.
I remember Imagine Dragons sounding a lot bigger. I didn't think it's all sounded as big.
You can put that in the thumbnail. Wait, I'm the thumbnail artist. I'll put it in the thumbnail. Just be in the corner. Everyone.
If we do that, do we kiss? Or do I need to go the other way? Do we kiss?
Oh, well, I think it's. Is it this for Will?
Is that working?
Yeah, that's right. That's perfect.
This is so weird. I feel like I've interrupted something here.
Yeah, you are.
Well,
Sorry. Yeah, you are.
Loser.
Loser. Who's this
No, I've
nerd?
just been super irritated.
But yeah, I just remember it all sounding a lot heavier. The drums definitely bring the most beefiness to the song. But beef. But I think thanks for the concentration there, Denver. I appreciate that.
No
I
problem.
really feel like you're listening to me right
It's the
now.
only time I'll ever get it. So.
Keep talking, Joe.
Go on, Joe.
Thank you. So yeah, I just think everything could sound bigger. I think they just kind of rely on the drums to support that most of the time. That's not taken away from how good of a voice that guy has. It's like so unique, so powerful. And I actually would fucking love to see him live.
I would love to fuck him.
I need to
That's what I was gonna say.
I'd love to.
It did sound like you were going.
I just want to be as near to those vocal cords as I possibly fucking can.
I want to see where those damn demons
I
are.
want to fuck those vocal cords.
I'm a believer.
No. Speaking of believers, there was like a religious element to the album, you know. A lot of it felt like I was at one of those, what do they call them? You know, no. Have you seen them in America? And it's always really funny.
Oh, the
Because
clan meet.
The little no, not the clan meets.
Hilarious. Me and Greg, we always go.
The
Funny hats and shit is great.
The worship things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like making fun of religion, but I do laugh at these guys.
You're making fun of religion.
But I do
You
laugh
mean
at these things.
gospel?
But no, they're literally like places of worship where they're there, and there's this really nice, like humble, like heavenly music playing, a bit like Imagine Dragons sometimes. And then a guy comes in and touches him on the head, and they go. And they go.
People pay to go to them.
And they go, "I've been touched by God," and they're literally just having a fit. on the
I've
floor.
seen.
Dude, have you
that.
wait, have you seen it in
yelling and shit as well, though. They're just like, and by the hands of my brother, I praise you are healed, boy.
It's like it's religious speaker people, isn't it? Where people pay like 50 quid to see some religious guy talk on stage,
What's
and he like heavenly heals you and shit.
Yeah, and he goes like that, and then people just fall on the
They're
floor.
like, oh my god.
I've been touched by God.
Have you watched Borat? Is it in Borat, the second Borat, when he goes to America and he goes to one of those churches and he's like going nuts? It's also in the new Elvis film right at the start as well.
Is it?
What
Yeah.
Borat like pretends to go crazy?
Yeah, it's a fucking great scene. He just goes nuts. And he's like on the floor like crying and stuff. It's amazing. But yeah, it's in the start of the Elvis film as well.
But the music in that kind of reminded me of what those type of people would listen to, of very Christian music some of the time, I think. Especially...
Praise the Lord! You pick me up! Fucking
No,
hell.
especially like the Mouth of the River song, I thought was very like...
Yeah, I can see that.
Was a bit like that. But all in all, I really like the sound and everything. It's just Imagine Dragons frustrates me because it's at that weird limbo point where I really like it, but it's not good enough to the point where I'd listen to it all the time.
What are you laughing at, Deborah? What's wrong? What's wrong? What?
Sorry.
It's not like you've got something to say.
That's why I watched the fucking Borat. And immediately, as soon as it clicks on it, there is a guy full belt sprinting across the room. While guy's like, "I'm Brian!"
It's an amazing scene, isn't it? It's fucking so
I haven't even
good.
watched it. I literally watched about 5 seconds of it.
It's a good film, actually.
America
It's
is
quite
so
good.
wild, eh? It's not a real place. I don't believe it. I don't believe America exists.
It looks like it's all for show.
It's just a joke, lad. They've only existed 200 years. What are they doing? Nuts.
Oh god, sorry. Right, I'll watch that
It's
later.
fine. I completely agree
as
with.
bad as it did.
I completely agree with Will in terms of the worst songs being "Dancing in the Dark" being the main bad one. But "Yesterday" was also pretty weird, enough to kind of put you off the album. I think. Like,
whoa,
yeah, like that much.
It was a 10 until then.
It was a 10, and now it's a 1. Sorry.
Oh, it's that bad. It all hinged on the one song. I was having a great time, then yesterday came up and I just put the album in the bin.
It was number 10, but it was on like a knife edge.
Have you ever just been listening to an album in your car, and the moment the bad song comes on, you just swerve into a tree? No, I'm not having this one. Skip.
Yeah, but it keeps playing. When you have a car accident, the radio keeps going.
Yeah, but it's not like you're going to be around to remember that.
It's true.
So there's you dead in your car. It's like, can we start over?
That's fucked up. But the worst part is, if they got there first, the first responders would be like, "Man, this guy loves Imagine Dragons," and you get lowered at the funeral to "Yesterday."
No, Dancing in the Dark.
Oh no, because it's the last song.
He loved Imagine Dragons. And the Imagine Dragons band is there at your funeral.
And then Nan's there and Bestios comes on and she goes, "Get up, Aidan! Bestios is on!"
What a callback.
That's a reference.
That's a really good callback.
My third favourite was Mouth of the River, although I was just kind of shitting on it. It's still a really nice sounding song, I thought. I liked the chorus. I liked the hook. It was good. I think the weird thing is, right, is that, like, usually we go into these albums, well, oh yeah, the guitar player was really good. Like, you don't really notice the guitars at all.
Because of kind of shit.
Like, they're just so in the background. Like I said, the most standout thing was the drumming and the vocalist. I think they could just do a lot better than this. Not to say I'm not like it. I just think they could do a lot better. My second favorite was "Believer." That was one of my favorites as a kid with Imagine Dragons. Yeah, when I was a kid.
Teenager.
In this what, 27?
Teenager, whatever.
We're 7 years old in this.
And yeah, obviously the most popular on the album, but I've just heard it so much. And again, remember it sounding a lot bigger.
Well, you were an adult, really, when this album came out.
Was I 18?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it came out in 2017.
Jerry's only really grown up in the last year, to be honest.
Literally, yeah.
My mental
So
age
you were
is still
exactly
better.
18 when it came out.
Since working with his dad, he's just become a
Just
middle-aged
aged
man.
dramatically.
He aged about 25 years. It's weird.
He'll be
In a
watching
week.
F1 before you know it.
Weather's looking nice today.
He's said that to me a few times.
Fuel
He actually
prices,
has.
they've held well.
Electricity, fucking, he's got the
Actually,
smart meter.
Yeah,
Shop. Do you do it? Shop.
No, wait for it. My dad actually got caught speeding the other day because I was too busy.
Oh.
Because there was a mobile speed camera, but it was opposite a garage, and we're going past it, and I went, "Oh, look at the fuel prices down." And we looked back down, and there was the speed camera. And he got
God.
done. So
Move
you know,
on, Jack.
I've learnt my lesson.
Move on.
Oh my god, it's gone red.
Denver is the police now.
I'm actually quite scared. That actually looks really scary.
His fader came out.
My God.
He's gonna break.
This
But
kind of
the light side, it bleeds through.
Shinobi one be like.
Shinobi one.
Jesus.
Oh, I've really fucked up now. I've somehow made it purple.
My favorite song was "I Don't Know Why."
Why not?
I don't really know why it's my favorite song, if I'm honest.
Nice.
But it was just an all-rounder, really nice hook. Instruments sounded good. Again, not the biggest of sounding songs, which you'd think I'd go for the biggest sounding one since I've been complaining about it so much.
Start over, did you say?
But it was don't know why.
Oh, don't know why.
But it was just groovy. It was a catchy chorus.
The
and it was
vocals in that
nice
song are
little-
fucking ace as well.
Yeah, they are. But it's just a nice little bob your head to, click your fingers to. That's what it is, Bit of that.
Right, Dad.
Bit of that.
Yeah, a bit of that. You click your fingers to it. Yeah, fucking good, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, when you really go
fucking,
for it.
it's a
It's
fucking.
like your morning newspaper and the afternoon wank. You go out and you listen to this. And it's really bad to it. I know.
You wake up on a Sunday, you're bored, I don't know why. You read the newspaper and you fucking have a wank.
Park life. I woke up, then I went to bed because I was tired. 2 paracetamol.
Headache.
Park life.
Don't bring it back. Please don't bring it back. But other than that, I really liked his vocals and I liked the drumming. But other than that, it was just kind of like not as good as I remember. Concluded.
Fair play.
Thank you. That was a good one, Joe. Denver?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Oh.
I thought this album was just didn't vibe with me really. I think
Sorry.
I think the uniqueness of Imagine Dragons' style is almost numbed because their popular songs are so popular. So you kind of, even without really listening to any Imagine Dragons albums, just from hearing all the biggest songs on the radio, you kind of know what they're about. And then every song is just kind of like a step down version of that a lot of the time, apart from the few songs where they change it up. So it just meant very few things surprised me on this album. It was kind of just what I'd expected. So I didn't really, well, there was one song that was really bad, but then there was one song that was really good. So that kind of then just nullified, and everything else was just okay. And I just, I kept listening to that album almost.
It was like a biscuit base, but it's soggy. But the frosting on top is really nice, and a nice little package in between. Would you say that?
I'll be honest, I sort of half zoned out there, and I don't know what the fuck Joe just said, but it really confused me.
No, I'm also really confused.
What did you just say, Joe?
Because he said I had like one really bad song,
Right,
and one really good song, and everything else was just okay.
All right,
So
and you said
it's like when you've got like a cheesecake, but it's got a soggy biscuit bottom. It's soggy. You don't want it soggy. You want it crispy, and it's got a really nice frosting on top. But the middle bit's actually quite nice.
Sure, we'll go with that. So then overall, you kind of like, I mean, if I had to eat one again, I would. I wouldn't not eat it, but I also wouldn't pick it in the shop.
But your mum made it for you, so you're inclined to eat it.
well, then I'm definitely not going to eat it. Fucking bitch.
The topping, I'm like, oh,
But everything, what a bitch.
That frosting that they put on the top of the cake, I might put that on a different cake and have it with something else because I like that bit, but the rest I'm good to leave.
You're just an icing kind of guy. You?
No, I'd say this is just a good icing kind of album.
But like, does too much icing get too sick?
Cake is basic, bottom is soggy. Like,
Am I having a stroke? What the fuck is going on?
that's what this
Will's
album
like,
is.
I'm an icing kind of guy. Joe's like, biscuit babe. They're base soggy. Me. What? Of all the, I would have thought I would have got the food analogies, but you lost me so hard.
I'm trying to think of like another analogy.
No, don't. Just
fucking carry on.
Please.
So yeah, it has a grand feel, but I would say he speaks like he sings like he's moaning all the time.
What?
I feel like it's like dangerous, dangerous.
It just tells me.
I mean, Denver, whatever you do trying to mimic it is gonna sound shit. So
No. I'm saying we should get the rock band out and get Devon to do some Imagine Dragons songs because that was perfect. It sounded just like him.
But I feel like he sings with that tone in all of his songs. I'm not about that tone. Production was very good, and the good songs were really memorable, but that's because most of them are their big hits. So I kind of knew them already. It was very few stand out on top of what I already knew. Least favourite, Dancing in the Dark. Fucking awful. What a terrible end. It really does put a sour note on it and probably really hurts its overall rating because I hated how it ended.
It's like when you have like a really nice patch of
cheesecake.
No, I wouldn't.
But then you have one of the top
when you have minty polo,
but
and then
minty.
there's
a slower
bottom
song. So that's why
polos,
it's in there. It's a little bit different. Second favourite is a classic, Thunder, because
Thunder.
Thunder. And then my favorite song is fucking amazing. Start Over. What a song.
Yeah.
What a brilliant song. What a really standout, different track on there. Just a great bop and caught me off guard. And maybe it was always seemed better because after that, you knew it was utter shit in Dancing in the Dark, which was just awful to listen to.
It should have been the last song on the album.
And hurt even worse with Start Over.
Mm.
It's like getting to the bottom of a cake and there's like...
Polos.
There's...
Polos at the bottom of a trifle or something. Trifle's all nice, and then you get to a fucking polo.
It's like when someone makes like a blueberry cake and then
Fuck
put
me.
flour in it, so all the blueberries sink to the bottom. So the best bit is at the bottom, but also it's the paper which the cake is wrapped in. So sometimes when you're getting some good blueberries, you're also eating paper. You don't want paper in you. What the fuck is paper doing?
Why would you want paper in there?
Why is it there? Remove it. Have the cake without the paper. Much better cake. Much better overall cake.
You
Some
cook,
people
them,
like
you, cook
paper
them
there.
in the, you cook them in the paper.
Yeah, but you just do it with grease-proof tins or
But-
just butter line it.
I don't think anyone's actually put in like photocopied like paper in there, or like the photo paper that you can get.
I don't know why bringing up photos.
If this album
Nickelback.
were to be a cake, what would it be?
What if
I
it's
don't know,
just
a
a
big
cake?
cake connoisseur.
I do like cakes.
Jealous.
We can tell.
I would say it's a carrot cake. Because
I feel like it is a carrot cake.
No,
Because
carrot cakes are awful.
That's the point.
Carrot cake's great.
Oh, it's
But
fucking
sprinkled-
disgusting.
Sprinkled bits of goodness in there.
What,
Oh.
the carrots? Not
Yeah,
the
the
cake.
carrots are quite nice, but then sometimes you get those horrible like little fruity bits they put in. Are shit. They're fucking
Yeah,
awful.
You know what's mad? Like carrot cake is actually one of the cakes that I like, and like
Fucking
I don't
hate
really
them.
like a lot of cakes, but for some reason I like carrot. I like the cake taste of carrot cake. I don't know what is it. Cinnamon? Is it gingerbread? I'm
No,
not
it's
sure.
carrot
nice.
cunt. It's fucking awful.
Well, no, it's not all carrot. Come on. If it was that, it'd just become carrot.
Mummy, what flavour's a carrot cake? It's fucking carrot.
Oh, God.
What do you want me to
Strawberry
say?
carrot
It's
cake.
fucking carrot cunt.
Drown the bitch in mayo.
Fuck's sake. But yeah, carrot cake. Like Ed Sheeran's best album, Red Velvet.
So there we go. Overall, just a Bob Basic cake with an amazing topping but soggy bottom.
I don't like red velvet. As in, I don't like the idea of red velvet because it's just coloured chocolate cake.
No, it's not. It's
It's
gorgeous.
Aidan.
It's just, well, it's just chocolate cake.
It's gorgeous.
All they did is put red dye in it.
No, they don't.
They do.
Is that
Look it
actually
up.
true?
Look up how you make it. Yes,
That
it's
is
true. Yes.
I'm
Red
gonna
velvet
Google it
cake is
now.
just chocolate cake.
No.
You're falling for some fucking
Oh.
basically brand recognition.
What makes red
People just make it.
velvet cake?
I- this has blown my mind.
A chemical reaction between cocoa and acid gives the cake its red colour.
Whoa.
Yeah, like fuck it does. It's just a fucking red food colouring. Everyone knows that.
But yeah, that's blown my mind a bit. But what did you think of the album, Aidan?
Thank you, Joe. I'm glad you asked. Imagine Dragons feel like they've been around forever. Okay? Debbie, you got to be listening for this.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading
So
about
you're
Red
not
Velvet.
listening.
I was
Yeah.
reading about Red Velvet.
Well, I could tell because you weren't listening. Imagine Dragons. They feel like they've been around forever, much like the inspiring lessons of the leaders and martyrs before us. In the words of the late, great Martin Luther King Jr., ouch, I've been shot.
I got that so delayed.
But
Ouchie.
unlike Martin Luther King, this album outstays its welcome. It's way too long, and because all the style and all the songs are just the same, it's just a very similar album.
Ouch, I got shot.
Oh, look! He's outstaying his welcome. welcome.
No, I'm saying unlike Martin Luther King, the album outstayed its
Oh
welcome.
my god.
Fuck me.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Now, controversial opinion here. The worst song for me was not Dancing in the Dark.
Whoa.
Although it's not very good. You know what's just more annoying?
Yes,
And I take things that are like, I think things that are annoying are worse than things that are just objectively bad. Okay.
Okay.
Like I have siblings. All right. And they do horrible things. They do bad things, but it's when they're being aggravating that I want to spinning elbow them in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And so because of that, the worst song for me was Thunder.
Thunder.
Oh my god, it's just so annoying.
Whoa.
It's just an annoying song. And when they go like, it's just like the whole song is that. All of it is just that. It's shit. It just annoys me. As an actual song, though, it's no different to what anything else they'd write, really. Is it?
How
It's
is I
just the
don't know
same
why
sort of song.
not your worst?
Because thunder, 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 lightning, thunder, thunder.
You really committed to it. Yeah, I can understand
That's
it.
why I like it.
I don't really like
Like-
Thunder that much. No.
Now, while being controversial, I'm going to be controversial again. My third favourite was Yesterday.
Oh my god. Holy
Oh my!
shit.
This might be your
Because
worst
of the-
review.
Because
What
of the
is
line
this?
"No tomorrow without a yesterday," he just yells "yesterday," and it's just really funny.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that, literally that. I love that bit. No tomorrow without a You know, it's just stupid. I love it.
How is that your fucking
And
third
because-
favorite?
right,
Fuck me.
all the songs are the same
They're
on this
not.
album. They are. They're all just the same song that we've heard a million times because that's all they know how to do. They're good at what they do, but it's all the same. Right,
No.
and so like my mind was just picking out little things that you wouldn't normally hear in an Imagine Dragons song, and I heard that. I heard the song, my second favorite, "Next to Me."
Mm.
The starting song is one of the most unique. It's a nice change of pace, even though it's at the start of the album. Bite me, I don't conform to your orders. And number one for me was "Walking the Wire." It's just a nice, chill song with a good vocal range. I'm sick of hearing "Believer," so it's never going to be in the top three. Suck my ass.
What was 2, sorry?
Next to Me. Overall, imagine dragging these nuts across your face.
What was your
No, start
favorite?
over.
Walking the Wire.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Is my review just a joke to you guys? I take it very seriously.
No, your point about it being hating Believer stood out to me more than Walking the Wire, so I kind of
Thanks.
forgot.
No, it's fine. My part where I carried on was the part where Denver stopped listening. He gets to the first one and he just gives up.
No, it's because I realised when you said "next to me," I just started singing the song in my head. Next to me,
Arguably just a better song. Really.
Terrible
Who was that?
in my head, I was singing that, and I didn't know why I was singing
Why
that.
is
That's
it,
why I was
hold
singing
up, why is that a terrible song, Will?
It's Taylor Swift and Brandon Urie. It's a shit song.
it. No, it's
No,
not.
it isn't.
It's awful.
No, that's not. No, as
That's
in,
not
it's
that
not
song.
there.
Is it not? What's their song?
It's
I can't remember.
Emily Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's also awful.
Wow, Will, you're just a music bigot.
He just hates people.
Just hates women singers. Confirmed. Anyway, Wet Leg is still terrible.
That's true.
Thanks, Joe. Ratings. Because no one else is saying it, and it's awkward now.
Yeah, ratings. Well,
7.5.
6.5.
5.5.
6.
Pretty solid.
All very close to each other, those ratings. Nothing too varied.
25.5. Is it a thumbs up or thumbs down from Joe?
Oh, nah, that's a hard one for me. Can I do a middle?
No!
It's a thumbs up. It's a thumbs up.
Ooh, don't know how I feel about that.
That's the 5th thumbs up in a row. Joe loves albums.
Big music guy right now.
Have I even done a thumbs down yet?
Yes. Before the 5
Oh,
thumbs
wet
up in
leg.
a row, you gave 3 thumbs up in a row. Thumbs down in a row, sorry.
Damn.
And that was Wet Leg, Madeline, and the Chords.
Now those are all just like free meme albums, though, weren't they? Really?
We did go through that weird phase of meme albums, didn't we?
Yeah, it was awful.
And just
So,
for reference from earlier, sorry, I found Death of Anna, and it was pick number 34.
Wow,
Yeah,
really
that was-
early.
Yeah, that was very early.
Really early. Holy shit.
And we're
Pick
now on
are we on now?
163.
Fucking Jesus.
Damn, we've done a lot of albums.
So, Aidan.
Oh, a lot of cocaine.
I'm glad you asked, Will. I'm glad you asked what album that I'm going to pick. We've had a bit of an influx in random viewers coming to our videos recently, and one of
Yes.
them was like, "Hey, Aidan in particular," and I was like, "Yes, lad. What's up, lad? No worries, lad." And he was like, "Can you do a Rex Orange County album?" And I was like, "I love Rex Orange County.
Have we
My
not done a
favorite
Rex
band.
Orange County?
We have." But they've just very recently, sort of not too long ago, sort of a little bit recently, come out with an album.
Mm.
And
That's why
so,
we're going to do Paramore.
and that's why we're doing Paramore, the new album, the new
Yeah.
song by
Just the new
Paramore.
song
That's-
review.
That fucking terrible song that Paramore recently brought out. What was it called?
This is why.
This is why. Oh my god.
So shit.
I quite like it.
Oh my god, I hate it. Anyway, that is why we're doing the album Who Cares by Rex Orange County.
Woo! I quite like Rex. I don't know.
I quite like Rex. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What I meant to say was AJR OK Orchestra. Whew, yeah, dodged the bullet there. I mean, could you could you imagine? Oh no, it's okay now. Oh, awesome.
If people want to request stuff, we might pick. Some people might sacrifice their pick for it.
I'm more than happy to sacrifice my picks. You know, I don't have it going on up here in this. Look. This is used for like storing historical facts and being really, really good at the online game Speedrunners. I'm really good at that game.
What about Peggle? You're pretty shit at Peggle.
What?
What?
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Joe?
Did you know the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland is iconic, but history is a little spooky. When the ride was first built in the 1960s, fake skeleton looked, well, really fake. But Disney Imagineers weren't satisfied, so they actually got real skulls and bones to use in the ride. But eventually, they put them to rest and buried them.